Right, so I have returned today to do the next arc in JoJo Part 5, being White Album. And as we know, it's sort of getting to where they need to go now. They're sort of getting there, slowly. Like, if my headphones off. Do my hair randomly as well, because it always goes a bit weird. Yeah, so they're getting to where they need to go, but it's always that roadblock that hits them randomly, and very much right now it's kind of freaking formidable. A very formidable roadblock, to say the goddamn least. So yeah, they seem to be in quite the pickle right now. So I'm kind of hyped to see how they will get out of said pickle. And yeah, hello! So yeah, I mean, do apologise for my lack of anything recently, just because life basically just kind of threw Murphy's Law at me constantly. I was like, yeah, I need a 5 minute rest, otherwise I'm probably gonna lose my mind. So that's why I haven't been around for the last couple of days. I think like 3 days, I believe. I can't remember anymore. So yeah, I do apologise. Hopefully, I actually can really get back to normal scheduling and actually kind of get everything out of the way, because I believe I'm on the last. I'm not really on the last stretch. I'm getting towards the last stretch of Part 5. I'm kind of easing into it right now. I think I've got like almost 55 chapters left. So yeah. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get on with White Album and see whether or not everything's actually working. Got to tone down the quality on YouTube, otherwise it will in theory destroy itself. I have no idea why. It's a thing it always does, like by random. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. But hopefully, yeah, nothing happens in the meantime, because JoJo is JoJo, as they say. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, I was got to sit. I got to put it right there. I was testing whether or not thingy was working, because it looked a bit weird. I was like, what's going on with Simple Comic? I was like, please don't do this to me now. But I think it's working, it's fine. Anyway, enough talk. Just found out the actual volume is actually this one with that artwork that I used for the thumbnails. I was like, that's where it is. That's where it's from. Okay. Anyway, so White Album Part 1. At any rate, if Trish ain't here, that means you're looking for something, and although I don't know what that something might be, I can't afford to leave without it either, because Trish is probably hiding somewhere along this bridge, and this something is too precious to you. You had to take the precaution of splitting up. If I go to the place in the photo and dig around, what do you think I'd find? Well, that can wait until I kill you both. Ooh, that nice spread. White Album Part 1. So I correctly, Misa was in a kind of a pickle situation as well. Like, kind of everyone was, but I think Misa was kind of like a bit in the kind of picklish area, as they would say. I think I know how you pronounce his name now. I think it's Giaco or something. It's something like that. Kind of all of the letters in the name kind of mesh together to make the sound. It's kind of like Giaco, I think is how you pronounce it. I had to kind of keep Google Translate open just so I actually hear someone say it. I'm like, that's how you say it. So you know Paris, the capital of France. In English, they say it's like Paris, but the rest of the world say Paris, like the French do. So how come everyone calls Venetia but English name Venice? There's the Merchant of Venice and the Death in Venice. Why can't they call it Death in Venetia? Are you happy with that? I'm not happy at all. Is this your idea of a fucking joke? It's Italian, you goddamn bastard, to speak fucking Italian. Fuck that, it pisses me off. You should. I mean, he has. he has his things that trigger him quite well, doesn't he? Ain't gonna lie. But he has a good point though. That is a thing to actually know. Why don't they call it Venetia everywhere else? Why do they call it Venice when? I'm sorry. I do apologize. Italian's not my language. It's Spanish I'll be completely fine with, but Italian, nah. It goes beyond me. But I mean, yeah, he has his mind in the right place. He has those questions that must be answered. Why do they call it Venice when they don't call it Venetia? I don't actually any country calls it Venetia. Actually, speaking of devil, I don't know. I can't tell you. He's covered in ice sticking to the roof. The bullets can't make it through all that ice. Shit, the ice is spreading onto us too. Get back! Wow! Get me out of here! Number 2, stop! No, stop! Number 2, number 3. Maybe, I'm not too sure. It's kind of strange because with certain Japanese words I'm completely fine with. I can say the pronunciation of certain Japanese words fine, but Italian is like kind of beyond me for some profound reason. Like certain languages are beyond me, but I find other languages easy to pronounce. I don't know why. I guess the same thing applies when sometimes in Spanish as well, it kind of gets complicated. Like certain words, you're like, what? The pronunciation is so strange sometimes. I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, okay. It's weird because it's how they mesh the words together. It's how it's kind of pronounced. It's a bit of a strange. It's a bit of a strange thing sometimes. Pronunciation. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. Sweet. I blinked just once, and now my eyes stuck. This was all a part of the plan. That's why he's on the roof. The car's moving at 80 kilometers an hour. I would say miles because I'm working in Imperial. It gets complicated after a while. And that's equal to 20 mile an hour winds. There's 1 degree of wind chill for every 1 meter second of wind speed. Jesus freaking Christ, we learned science. So we've instantly lost 20 degrees through those bullet holes. And stop the car, hit the goddamn brakes. Yes, I've been trying. However, the brake pedals have been iced over and I can't press it down. And the steering wheel is starting to lock up too. The car can keep moving as long as the engine is burning fuel. But if brushing the window is enough to freeze your finger over, then the car must be at about minus 100 degrees, and it's all happening so fast. This is the enemy's ability. Frack. Science of JoJo. Even the bloods from my fingers have frozen over. Whoa! The moisture in my breath has frozen my nostrils shut. This is quite the adventure. Now my fingers and nose. Oh, even my lips. Cold doesn't even begin to describe this. If we don't stop him, we're going to suffocate. Stop the car, Giannos. Just stop the car. Can't you turn it into a frog or something? Just make it stop. I've been trying to do that as well. My gold experience requires heat, but no organism can arise at minus 100 degrees. I mean, it should be turned to a frog by now. Why not a frog? Sorry to let you down, but all I can do is pick up your ammo. Whoa, looks like you're losing control of your car. And one more thing, Guido Mister. You can't shoot me anymore either. I'm pretty sure you realize by now that opening any more holes in the roof only gives you greater exposure to my cryogenic cold. You're right on one count. I was hoping Jono could stop this car, but that ain't happening. But if I shoot these bullets off, they'll warm up They'll warm up. Giorno got me these bullets, and if I fire them, they'll gain heat. And now I say this for Giorno. Gold experience. Huh? What? Man, this is like next level Batman. Like Mr. Freeze got nothing. Mr. Freeze ain't got nothing on his bloke. There he goes. He must have got him off the roof. Roots have enough life energy in them to break asphalt and crack stone. Hands on the wheel, Giorno. We're warming up just as fast as he throws us over. Son of a... Is that how he got on our car? And he's wrapped his stand around his body. Yo, I'd never seen anything like this before. He's coming after us. Is that the ability of John or Giovanna, the new stand user, that Melone mentioned? Either way, you won't escape. The object at the station is coming home with me. I think it's Gia. Okay, let's consult Google Translate. So I don't wanna get it wrong. Okay. So, just so we're good with this. Just so we're good. I know it's I know it. That's the problem, but it's just I want to get a. I need it again. English to Italian. I think it means ice. It's oh, Jesus freaking Christ. Ghiaccio. It's ghiaccio, I think is how you pronounce it. Ghiaccio. Oh man. So name Ghiaccio. Stand. White album. I'm on the wrong tab. Frack. Alright, so that was chapter 509. So, White Album Part 2. I like how fast these chapters are. Like they kind of go at the right pace. It kind of reminds you of what it's almost as if you're watching JoJo. It's quite cool. That's why I like the color scans, because they're quite fast in how they're paced. Man, that's quite terrifying. Hopefully I got that one right that time. I've got the Google Translate open, so if anything happens, I know how to say the words again. You're wasting your ammo. My ability White Album uses cryogenic temperatures to freeze the moisture in the air into a suit of armor. I can use it to shake around, and it's strong enough to stop bullets. He's speeding up. Giorno, hit the gas. We can't go any faster. The car hasn't completely defrosted yet. Any faster, and our remaining tires will slip. And he knows about the station. He knows we're going there to pick up our next objective. Sure, but at least he doesn't know where Trish and the turtle are hiding. You got to think about the silver lining on the clouds. He's got a point. But that won't matter if he catches us. Go faster, Giorno. I told you I can't. If we slip, we'll just lose more speed. I don't care. Do it. We need more speed. You know, you'll never reach Santa Lucia station. This is where you die. Come on, are you deaf? That pea shooter of yours can't harm me. Number 2, number 3, down from the roof now. Yeah. Oh. I love those. I love number 2, number 3, number 4, all of them. All of numbers. They're so freaking cool. Now about a kiss. Essential blazing hot kiss from Miss Pavement. I just realised he's actually got skates on as well. Just adds to everything. I love it. I love it to bits. Nice one, yeah. Alright, he took a spill, head straight into the city. We still got a bit over 1 kilometer left before the road ends. The station just past that. We're gonna get that object and hide before he catches up. Got it, Giorno? Or not? Or not? What the? He's making a rope out of the water from the car, like a fire creeping up a trail of gasoline. Just how cold do you need to be to do that? You bitch. You, back for seconds? Shit, he's opened the trunk. Then that means... Shit, Giorno, he's caught up. He's inside. Stop the car, Giorno. Don't let him freeze the pedal again. Hit the brakes while you can. That's the most gracious thing I've seen a stand user ever do. And I've seen stand users do gracious things in my time, but that's the most gracious thing ever. Freaking this dude. He knows it. He knows what's good. He knows what's good. Not this time, cowboy. Now I'm just freezing you all directly. And I would have done this from the start if I knew Trish wasn't here. Rest in pieces. Ah. Yeah. Hey. Giorno. I can only crack it. Is he invincible? How can we break this armor? Get away from Giorno! Get out of the car, Mister. We've reached Venetia. I'm heading into the canal. I mean, yeah. That's one way to do it. Did I miss something in the meantime? I mean, damn, he actually went straight into the canal. And thus ends that. Mister, get out! If they're still alive, they should be arriving soon, here in Venetia. Take the disc. If you all fail, then it will be quite difficult to find me for that final crucial step, or Trish, my daughter. Oh! Was that the man himself? Is that the man himself? Oh boy. Hype levels, man. Hype levels. Alright, right now with White Album. I mean, I like the reaction. I like the reactions of the dude though. The dude's pretty freaking good. Ain't gonna lie. He's one of the more outlandish person so far in part 5. No, it's about 3 chapters in. But if YouTube's doing its normal thing, then I don't freaking know anymore. I've tried my goddamn hardest. I want to go and play All-Star Battle now. That's the problem. I mean, JoJo's made me go and play the fighting games again. Ah, man. Because All-Star Battle was freaking awesome. I say Heaven's not so much, but goddamn thing was the balls back in the day. I had a Japanese version. I need to get the American version one day. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. Sweet. The sky's starting to lighten up in the east now. Today, Venetia, we're due for some sunny weather. Does your radar see any boats or other signs of life around us? If not, Anantia, head for the station along the outer walls of the city. Giorno and Misa should have crossed the bridge right about now. And if all's gone well, then they'll already have the disc inside the lion statue. I mean, they're in quite the pickle. The goddamn leaves. Misa, get out of the car right now. Giorno, whoa, holy shit, dude. I believe you are aware of this, but our top priority is to obtain the object. Obtaining it means victory for us and defeat for him. Please leave me be and head for the shore, otherwise we'll both be trapped in the car. With all of this water around us, it'll take him some time before he can freeze the car over. That's why I drove off the bridge. Please, make your escape. Yeah, I know, Gion, but I don't like your idea of victory. We'll send this guy to hell and find the thing, and the both of us will make it out safe and sound. That's what victory is. Are we clear, Giorno? You'll not get away from me. Ah, man. I love Giorno now. I think he's so freaking cool. Like, he's actually become like top tier. Like, I like how the characters slowly grow on you. Like, it's nice progression, because at first you're like, yeah, I like him, but he's probably not as good as Josuke just yet. But he's actually just slowly creeping up. Like, it's actually kind of cool. I don't know. I love every single character. Besides Jotaro in part 3, is the only one I did not like. Everyone else is pretty freaking sound so far. Whoa. Oh. Dive right in, mister. Try and swim through the canal? Think you can swim faster than my eyes? Let's bet on it. So much water, yet his eye spreads across just as fast as you laid down a carpet. If Misa jumps in, he's done for. Damn it all, driving into the canal has only worked against us. His eyes has no weakness. Turn the car into a plant, Giorno. I mean, yeah. Why not? There's still no ice on the bonnet. Make some plants grow on it while it can sprout life. Trying to make vines to use as rope? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. White Album. Plan only Giorno can make. It's true. Only Giorno can actually make these plans. If any other character said, if anyone said, turn this into a plant to any other character in JoJo, they'd be like, mate, what are you saying? But to Giorno, it's like, yeah, I can do that. Because Giorno is the man. He's the man. It's not working. Just as I feared. Fast-growing plants like my vines can't grow long enough to reach the shore without sufficient, if I ever say the word, heat. The hood may not be frozen, but it's already too cold. The only thing that can grow on it are short... do you say the T? Is it tundra grasses? I'm sorry, mister. Driving into the canal was a terrible decision. Whenever someone says there's no weakness, there tends to always be a weakness. I always found that with anything. Like, they say, "Hey, this ain't got no weakness, fanboy." You're like, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. And they're like, "Whoa, I've got a weakness the whole entire time. I did not even realize." Like, that's your mistake, man. That's your weakness, not realizing you had a weakness. And then they have an existential crisis. That's what happens. That is JoJo in a nutshell. Who said anything about vines, Giorno? You're doing fine. These grass shoots are fine. Short grasses that thrive in the cold are fine. But this ain't enough, Giorno. Grow more. More. Boss has no weakness, though. Huh. Really? Like, no weakness at all? It's like, this is kind of like playing Bloodborne. You get those bosses that all have weaknesses, and you get to that one that has no weakness, you're like, what do I do now? Like, what's happening to my life? I can't do anything. I actually have to fight. It's legit. I can't exploit your weakness. What's going on here? That's probably JoJo in a nutshell as well. I think JoJo lets you make parallels between JoJo and Bloodborne. Only in JoJo. Come on, keep on coming. Grow more. If you want to live. Stop and you're good as dead. Hurry. I'm pretty damn sure there's probably an Arnie reference in there somewhere. Nope, too bad. Those things ain't gonna get you to shore. And now the car's completely frozen over. Good going, Giorno. It's starting to ice over. Now you'll be safe. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what? I fully accept this. At this point, I fully accept that. And that's probably the greatest thing I've seen in a long time. He stuck those short grasses together and froze them into a sled. There's certain things in JoJo you just can't make up, and that's just one of them. Oh god, I love this. I love this goddamn manga. Oh man, when the anime owners get to this point, they're gonna freak the F out. Holy crap! No, he took advantage of my freezing to build a snowboard. It's just too perfect. I'm sorry. It's too perfect. You just can't not help but laugh. He's gonna make it to the station. Is he just gonna let me get away? Yeah, right. So then, hot album, cancel the freezing. And just like that, the greatest thing in JoJo is now gone. I will never get past that. It's always gonna be in the back of my brain. It's like, what do you take away from JoJo Part 5? It's that Misa turned goddamn grass into an effing sled. Or slade, I mean, however you pronounce it. That's the only thing I'll ever take away from JoJo. Melted. Misa! He's going to extend the ice across the surface to attack you. Swim to the shore quickly. Swim now! We may be still backed into a corner here, but there is heading into the water paid off. I figured out what his weakness is, and now we can kill him. See? It happens every single goddamn time. They say they have no weakness, but then they find a weakness. Only in JoJo. Man, this is. I think just for the grass sled, this is probably my favorite arcs in JoJo so far. Jesus Christ, Part 5 is magical. Part 5 is so freaking magical. This is one of those experiences that everyone needs to experience. This is a golden experience. So Part 4 about. You know what? I will try and find it. I will study him, and I will find out weakness. And I'll be like, found it. he'd be like, wow, you know what? Didn't expect it, but good job on him. I'd be like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mista knew the enemy would melt the ice and drop him into the river, and he did it anyway. That wager paid off and saved me from the ice. But what will you do now, Mista? Did you figure out a way to escape from him? White Album Part 4. White Album Part 4 once again. Once you hit cryogenic temperatures, you enter a world of stillness. Well, that's a given. I mean, you ain't taking anything out of the ordinary there, fanboy. Of course you will. There's nothing that can move in the cryogenic world. I can freeze anything in the universe. That's what makes my White Album so perfect. Even roaring train engines, even the raging seas will come to a grinding halt at my command. He's attacking Mista. Swim to the shore. Swim for the shore quickly. Swim. Jesus freaking Christ, my brain just slipped. None can defy my whims. I love this guy. Climb onto shore now. Not gonna happen. The wall's too high. I won't make it. I'll just have to kill him first. Man. Oh god, I love this. I love this so freaking much. Ability like hell it is. If he's totally covered in ice, how does he even breathe? He has to breathe somehow. Air has to enter through some sort of vent. Finding his air hole was the other reason why I jumped into the canal. If he's got any weakness to speak of, it's gotta be that hole. Well, yeah, that's legit. It's got a point. How does one breathe if he's covered in ice? What are you trying to do? Don't you get it? I can stop all of your attacks the moment they come into contact with my cryogenic cold. Whoa! Was I wrong? No, he's got to have some sort of... He's got to have somewhere where his air... Jesus freaking Christ, what am I saying? He's got to have somewhere where is his air hole. Grab it. I think they've gone up to the next arc, I believe. I think I've downloaded most of Part 5 coloured scans. Mista, see the grass floating in the water. Grab it. Fuck you, asshole. Eat lead. Mista, I told you to collect the grass you used to make your board. Do it while your right hand can still fire that gun. Give it up, Mista. Don't you ever learn? Your attacks are useless against me. Or not. Ha ha! Yeah, it was the last one I ever read was when the nunchuck got shrunk. Like, I think after that point they started actually releasing all of the coloured scans. I think once I came back to JoJo, that's when they've actually released the whole entirety of the nunchuck's Aerosmith in colour, and they actually started to release everything else afterwards. And I think as of last week, this arc came out. So yeah, I think we actually are pretty far into it. I think we're on like 517 or 595, I think there is in total of this manga. I believe it's like 595 in total so far. So I think we're about over halfway through, kind of getting to the last stretch, as they would say. Collect the grass. I get it. Once you cancel God Experience, these short grasses revert into car parts. Ha! Because that's where they were originally made from, and that lets me shoot them into you. What? Is he dead? No, that's just a scratch. You only managed to buy some time. Now's your chance. Find the object and make yourself scarce. Don't let him catch you again. Man, JoJo. He won't let you escape so easy next time. Keep climbing, Mista. Break the line statue, and a disc will pop up somewhere. I got to grab that and hide out in the city. I can do that in a dozen seconds or so, but can I really shake him off my tail? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Hell no, Giorno. I'm putting this motherfucker to sleep. It's now or never. Mr. Top Bit. Ain't nothing but guesswork on my part, but he's got to have a weak point somewhere. If I've got to find his air hole, if I want to find his air hole, now's the time. That air hole's got to be somewhere bleeding obvious while he's in the water. This guy is way too dangerous. If Bucciolati's group runs into him, we're seriously screwed. If I want to kill him, I've got to do it now. This is our one and only chance to find his air hole. Only in JoJo do they ever find an air hole. Is the most important thing to find in a person. That's right, people. The most important thing in a person is their air hole. Apparently, according to JoJo. What? Mister, what are you doing? Bingo. Air's coming out. That's gotta be it. That's where he's breathing from. The back of his neck. Okay, I'll get him once he pops out of the water. Oh. Oh. What are you doing, Mister? Are you trying to finish him here? That's too risky. The damage you inflict upon him has made him more furious and cautious. Those tricks won't work on him again. Are you ready, Six Pistols? Are you ready, Sex Pistols? Take your places. Number 1, number 2, circle around back. Right up in part 5. Wow, he's looking this way, Misa. He's looking at you. He's gonna hit you with ice again. Nah, he's gonna float up to the surface first. He's got the surface to breathe before he attacks. He needs to do so. That proves his defenses aren't perfect. He's got air holes. Wait until he pops out of the water, then shoot him down. There's no turning back now. Your target's the hole on the back of his neck. Make those shots count. He's floating up. Man. JoJo. All according to plan. Here we go, Pistols. Take your places. Time is right when he breathes. Mister, number 1 went behind him, and he says his helmet blocking the hole in the back of his neck. He can't see the hole anymore. He says the hole is being covered by his helmet. It's his posture. His head was bent down when he fell in the water, leaving the back of his neck exposed. Now he's facing up. The hole has been blocked. Number 1, number 2 say they can't make their shots. Bubbles are coming out, but no bullets can go in as long as the hole is out of sight. He's breaching the surface. He's gonna attack. Shut up, number 1, number 2. Stay right where you are. Son of a bitch, what did you do to my face? Mister! Oh man. What? You shot the fish in the water? Why? The hell would you do such a thing? He's facing down to look at the fish. There it is. He's left the hole exposed. I mean, that's clever. Ain't gonna lie, that's smart. Here it is. We got this. Perfect timing. The hole is wide open. There it goes. Booyah. Bullseye right on the target. What? What's that noise? This noise, could it be? So you found my breathing hole and you tried to shoot into it, eh, mister? But I already told you, cryogenic temperatures bring everything to a standstill. I wasn't just talking about your attacks. I was saying that no matter can move in the cryogenic world. Drifting gases condense into flowing liquids and liquids harden into solids. That noise, no, it can't be. And by the way, air starts freezing into a solid at minus 210 degrees. You don't see it? You don't see the frozen air? Then get your eyes checked. That's your bullet, mister. That's the sound of your bullet bouncing back. What? White Album gently weep. Is it gently weeps? I've already set up a wall of frozen air. Mister! Jesus. This burns a lot of my stand power, but at least your bolts won't be hurting me anymore. Even your mates Bucciolati and even Fulgo with his diseased powered stand will all stop dead in their tracks once I descend upon them. You've taught me a lesson, Meester, and I've took it to heart. Giorno, you were right. I couldn't fool him a second time. If I had run away, I would have had time more than enough to hide. This is my fault. I must bear the responsibility. If I only grabbed it and went into hiding. There's nothing in the trash. There's nothing in the trash can or... I know. The more I think about it, it actually is a pretty freaking terrifying stand. I'd actually shrink myself a tiny bit to realise I'm pretty big and you can't actually see a corner of the thing. There we are. We're good to go. It actually is a pretty terrifying stand. There's nothing in the trash can or beneath the bench. Nothing here looks valuable, and they couldn't have just left it out in plain sight either. But if Meester's so desperate to run, it must be close at hand. Where is it? There should be a hint somewhere in the picture. Finding it will be a snap compared to how long it's taken me to kill you too. Am I right? This is bad. The worst possible outcome. Meester is getting desperate. He thinks this is all his fault, and he's ready to throw away his own life to bear that responsibility. What is this? Something came out of the statue. But only those with resolve can clear a path through the darkness. Things are getting exciting. If the worst comes to the worst, at least one of us will die in the process. But this is our responsibility, and our resolve shall clear the path. Woo! Okay. 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 So, White Album Part 6. I think we're on the final, second to last part of White Album. I think it's only 7 parts long, I believe. I think the next the next 2 are solo chapters, and it goes into the Mystery of King Crimson, I believe. So, stand name, White Album. Okay, so I need to quickly go back on Google Translate and actually hear the name again. So, Ghiaccio. Okay, it's good to go. Good to go. So, host Ghiaccio. Destructive force A, speed C, range C, permanence A, position E, growth E. This cryogenic suit-like stand wraps itself around the user's body and can pursue its enemies by skating on asphalt as if it were ice. The interior of the suit is apparently very warm and cozy. Its weakness is the fact that the user needs an external air supply in order to breathe. As a side note, the lowest temperature in the world is minus 273 degrees. The motion of all matter halts at this temperature. I'm trying my hardest. I've had a lot of work going on. I had a lot of things. I had to kind of just take it easy a bit. But I do plan to get to part 7 quite quickly. Hopefully in part 6 I actually can get through quite quickly. Like in essence, just kind of cover two volumes of stream instead of 1. Granted, I think it's probably the best way to kind of do everything the more I think about it. So, White Album Part 6. So, tear me to shreds if you can. I don't fucking care. But I won't let you get your filthy hands on that disc. Yeah, I've been told by literally everyone on the internet Part 7's incredible. I was like, I need to get there. It's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me quite a bit of time. I think also apparently Part 7's quite long as well. In essence, the pages, like, instead of it being like 20 pages, there's like 40, and I was like, okay, so it's actually a monthly one. It's pretty cool, actually. What the hell is this? Something came out of the statue. Is this it? It was buried inside the statue. Did they slip it through a crack somewhere? I've got to go point blank. I've got to go point blank. God damn it! One more shot. He needs to breathe through that air hole. I know he does. If I could close. I can't speak now. Apparently. If only I could close the distance and hit him directly in that hole, then that piece of car hit him just fine. I just gotta get through that wall of air and hit him point blank. Jesus Christ, that was quite tough to read, apparently. Mister. He's gotten desperate. He's willing to bear the responsibility by paying with his own life. But desperate failings won't get us anywhere. It's resolve. Resolve is what we need. This is not resolve. It is not the will of sacrifice. Yeah, I didn't read that correctly. I was gonna say, did I read it incorrectly? No. It's a disk for a computer. I knew it. It was Intel. You were headed here to find out how to meet the boss. Hell yeah! Now we can uncover the boss's identity. And all that's left now is Trish, and I'll go and snatch her after I kill you all. Bring it! You're wasting your time, Mista. Set forth and meet your doom! Mista! It is resolved, as they say. Jesus Christ. This is what resolve is. It is to carve out your own destined path through the darkened wastes. What the hell is he doing? Giorno's blood is showing me the path. I can see it crystal clear. There it is. I got you, Giorno. I can see the path through the darkness. Go, pistols. Oh man, it's quite cool. Using the blood to reveal the chink in my armor. Are you? I already explained my White Album to you, but it looks like you still don't understand just what I am capable of. Come on, think. I am cold enough to freeze air. That makes it solid, right? Now I absorb those chunks of frozen air. Once they're inside my suit, I can thaw them out into gas again. I just gotta go like this. And boom, all done. And then, well, a scuba diver doesn't need any air holes in his suit. Get what I'm saying? His air holes filled in. His bullets bounced off. Oh shit, all 6 of them. Those 6 bullets are bouncing in the air now. Is this all the resolve you've got? This is it, Mister. You're finished. Yeah, I've got the resolve to pull this off, Giorno. If your actions hadn't guided me, I would have given in to desperation. If you hadn't shared your resolve with me, I wouldn't have seen this path. The path of resolve, leading me into my own line of fire. Oh, the path I saw in the darkness was not the path my bullets took through your defenses. It was the path of deliberately covering your face with my own blood. Giorno, you're a guy who guides others down the proper direction, even without them knowing it. I've never noticed it either, but you've been guiding me the whole time too. Yeah, Misa does get hit by his own bullets quite often, the more I think about it. Like, every single arc that Misa's in, he does get hit by his bullets. I can't see. The blood froze to my face. Fuck, I can't get it off. Whoa, that's the steel pole that we bounced our shots off. Misa, the bullets have already bent it out of shape. I mean, yeah, that's quite good. Right, so I think this is actually the final part now. I think we've got 2 chapters to go in the volume, but I think this is the final part of this arc, I believe. Oh man. Whew, I need to stretch. God, we've been going for 43 minutes. I felt like I've been only going for like 20. Damn, I didn't even realise we're going for 43 minutes. I love this manga. Love this freaking manga. Ah, my neck. Hot, 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 hot. What is this heat driven down my neck? Blood? Am I bleeding? This isn't real. This can't be happening. There's some spike in my neck. Is this happening through my armor like the bolt did? Impossible. Is my White Album unable to support my entire weight? You asked me if there was you asked me if that was all the resolve I had left, right? Well, it isn't. No, it fucking wasn't. You're about to find out. But you better show some resolve of your own. You'll need it, cause it's gonna be a long ride all the way down to hell. You son of a bitch. He's getting back on his feet. He's still trying to push the spike deeper in. That lunatic, he's gonna skewer me. Damn it, I've got to get out of this pole. Damn poles. Yeah, I think there's actually 3, because there's 9 to a volume, I believe. There's damn poles. Getting in your goddamn way. You thought you were going well, but that pole went, nah. It's like, nah. I think it's 4 with this. I think it's 4 with this chapter, but I think it's 3 after this. I believe it's either 1. I can't remember anymore. I think it's 517 this one goes to. I believe. I could be wrong. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. God. Whoa. Mister, this is insane. The bullets are coming back. You'll die before he does. Brute force is our only option. It's time for my true resolve to shine. Pistols, you guys better get your asses into gear too. White Album gently weeps. Kind of reminds me of Hellraiser. Oh really? I swear that's. Wait, I could be wrong. I swear it's 517 it goes to. Unless it just starts King Crimson, that's about it. Kind of felt like it's a Hellraiser reference in there somewhere, because at the end when Frank goes, Jesus weeps, like when White Album gently weeps. I could be wrong. I could be just imagining a movie reference when it's not even there. Whoa, Mister! End of the line, Mister. We're fading away. Mister, you're blacking out. And we're vanishing too. We're drunk out of we're drunk out of power? We're running out of power. Did my screen just kind of go a bit weird then? So what just happened? Not yet. I'm a long way from blacking out. I can still shoot. We got him. It went all the way in. This is where you're wrong. Gag. I'm the only one who has greater resolve, Guido, Mister. You put up quite a hard fight, Mister. For that you have my respect. But this time, it was I who mustered my resolve at the last minute and utilized my own blood. I froze the blood from my own neck and shaped them into pillars. Now you can't push me any further, and this spike won't be going any deeper. This is the end. We're fading out, and so is Mister. And our last bullets still flying around. Headshot. Victory is mine. Huh? The hole? Man, that's pretty freaking good. I ain't gonna lie. Huh? Mister, your resolve shines with a radiance that surpasses even the sun rising at our backs, and sheds light upon our path, and illuminates the righteous fated path that we shall walk together hereafter as well. Freaking hell! That is so freaking cool. What the fuck? Mura 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 mura. Ah. And there he goes. Lately, I've started noticing something about this kid Giovanna. He's just a newbie, but everything goes just the way he says. That resolve was his just, as much as it was mine, and I didn't even realize he was sharing his strength with me all this time. It's almost as if he's more of a leader to me than Bortolatti. Mister, this is a disc in our hands. All thanks to your efforts. Kill me. I can't breathe. I couldn't have summoned up that resolve if you weren't here to heal me. Now get healing before I bleed out, Gianna. Sure thing, Mister. But there's one thing I would like to make clear. To be precise, gold experience ability is not that of healing. It is to create parts of your body. I shall give life to the bullets embedded within your body, using them to create new blood vessels and organs to replace the ones you've lost. And since it isn't any sort of healing, there will naturally be some pain. I don't want to hear any complaints from you about it, understand? Ah! The Muda kick is even better than Muda punch. I mean, I like the parallels they're doing. It's quite cool. Like with Giorno, they're quite angelic. the quite angelic parallels you're getting. Oh fuck, that hurts. Ah, hey, be gentle, not so rough, Gianna. I told you that it isn't possible. It isn't possible. You are part of the mob, aren't you? Please don't make such a scene. There are still 18 wounds left to go. I need to remove your clothes so I can treat them. Bucciolati, we've hit the station, but I've detected 2 people here. Nothing else in sight. Maybe because it's so early. Everyone else must be asleep. It's probably Giorno and Mista, but stay sharp. I suppose they've made it without much incident and are now waiting for us to arrive. Hey, there you are, Giorno and Mista. Ah, Giorno, not so rough. No, not there. No. Oh, be gentle. Don't you? I can feel you. Oh, no. Well then, Nuncha. Are they? Huh? Nuncha? No. Some dust got in my eye. I can't see. I can't tell who those people are. I saw nothing at all. I didn't see a single thing. Oh man. Disc Obtain. Name Giaco. Stand name. White Album. Deceased. To be continued. It's 515. I need to go and check quickly what it actually ends. 517. So I have 2 chapters to go in this actual thing. So I believe, if I hopefully do have it there, I do have Battle to open, so I can actually check where this actual thing ends. So if it ends on the beginning of King Crimson, there's no point starting King Crimson, I believe. Oh no, it goes to okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't start King Crimson. King Crimson's next the next one. That's fine. So I thought maybe it might not have been, but it is. It isn't. I mean, it's the next volume that King Crimson starts. Oh, wrong way. So, final orders from the boss. I give you my sincere thanks for guiding my daughter Trish. Can you see our destination, Fugo? Yes, I see it. It's just over 200 meters away, and there's nobody following us around. Good, keep that boat moving. I'm checking the boss's orders again. Approach carefully by boat. But first, there is something I must warn you. The data on this disc was entered when you boarded the train to Napoli. That's how you say it. I was going to say. It must be 70. It must be 79 then. It must be 8. I swear, there's normally 9. There's normally 9. There's normally 9 chapters per volume. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's 9. 509. It's 509 and 517. It's weird. Unless it isn't 80. This is 79. I don't know. That would be 9. Well, no, wait. It would be 9 chapters. Yeah. So it's 79. Sorry, that was me being a bit of a boob about it. But first, something I must warn you. The data on this disc was entered when you boarded the train in Napoli. As such, I don't know how many more pursuers still live. Christ, go away, taskbar. As such, I do not know how many more pursuers are still alive. Neither do I have any way of knowing how many of your team have fallen in combat. Our pursuers, if we subtract the ones we've taken out, that leaves only 1 left. But we don't know whether or not he's in Venetia right now. This contains information you need to safely allow me to meet my daughter. These will be your final orders. I shall also warn you that you are not allowed to deviate at all from the orders detailed on this disc. If any of you act in violation of these orders, even if it's a coincidental occurrence, then I shall be taking it as a warning of your hostility, and it will become very difficult to reunite me with my daughter. Okay, don't do what I wanted you to do. There we are. Now here are your orders. Venetia, San Giorgio, Maggiore? I think that you pronounce it, I believe. I could be wrong. Oh, jeez. Your destination will be the island of San Giorgio Maggiore. Maggiore? I think that's how you pronounce it. This island contains nothing but a lone church. and that church contains a lone belfry. You shall be taking my daughter to the top of the belfry. Your mission will conclude once you bring my daughter to the top of the belfry. Belfry? Is that how you pronounce it? Order 1. Ascend the belfry, not by the stairs, but by the one elevator installed in the building. Trish and one escort must be the only ones to ascend. Order 2. The escort must not bring any knives, guns, mobiles, or any object. Order 3. You must reach the island within 15 minutes of acquiring the disc. The disc is equipped with a tracking device, and I will have already detected its movements. Order 4. The remaining members are to wait on the boat. They are not to set foot on the island. The top of that tower. So the boss is in there, huh? He's very cautious. But that's exactly why he's the boss of the gang. Anyway, this is our mission. This is our mission's ends. And with all of us safe and sound too. Not so bad, huh? Even so. I'm beat as hell. Why don't we stick around for a few days and have some fun in Valencia before heading back? I know it can't beat the taste of home, but I've heard some good things about the food here. My God, my throat's going dry then. That's better. They really got good food? What's there to eat? Come on, tell me. I've just realised how hungry I am. Well, there's pizza. Well, the pizza ain't no good. But they've got spaghetti al nero di sepia and the horsehair crab salad. And if you want meat, they say the Hotel Chipani's Capriccio is out of this world. We haven't had any real food to eat for 2 whole days. I like to drink some wine out of a real Venetian glass. Nacho, keep watching the radar. And the rest of you better not just yet not let up just yet. That's what I was looking for. Borgeletti, I volunteer to escort Trish. I should take her to the top of the belfry. What the hell do you think you're saying? A rookie like you ain't worthy of escorting her. The boss never said who had to take her up. The mission is good as done. If all we need to do is bring her up there, then I can. Why would anyone else but the officer Bortolatti take her up there, you son of a bitch? The boss never gave a name because he didn't know who would make it here. I'll go. It's only natural. Step onto the island, Trish. Only you and me are ordered. Oh, sorry. I have no idea what happens with YouTube. It never tells anyone when my streams go live. But yeah, I think the problem is it is a bit late right now. It's kind of we finished the arc just now, so we're kind of on the last stretch of this volume. Just sad because this arc has been freaking great and this volume has been freaking amazing. But I do apologize. YouTube is just terrible when it comes to this kind of thing. You never know. You just never know. That's the problem. I know, Giorno. I know if we want to learn even a little about the boss identity, this is our chance. I'm not here just to escort Trish. I just need to get something, even the slightest lead. Oh, okay, that's fine then. I didn't know because YouTube's terrible with streaming nowadays. YouTube's terrible with everything, but streaming's even worse. I don't know why I just moved to Twitch. Everyone on YouTube's moved to Bilibili. I was like, why is everyone moving there? Of all websites, I kind of thought to myself everyone would move to. I didn't think Bilibili, but yeah, apparently that's a website everyone's moving to now. I was like, okay, that is interesting. Oh right, Gilno, would you mind giving me a lucky charm as a prayer for success on our final task? The ladybugs are beetles of the sun and symbolize life, isn't that right? And you wear those brooches as lucky charms, don't you? Or am I wrong, Giorno? Not at all, sir. You're exactly right. The ladybug is a beetle of the sun. They are harbingers. I can't say that word. Harbingers. Jesus Christ, my throat will not leave me alone. Of good fortune. God experienced his ability. He used it to give life to the ladybug brooch. he's making this brooch into a sensor. If I can put it on the boss, Juno will be able to sense his location. All I can do for now is pin down his identity, but one day. There are only buttons for the first floor on the top. It's a direct trip, and there are no other floors to get off at. What? No, what's going to happen to me? Gangsters like you have been coming to kill me or take me hostage, and now I'm going to meet a father I never even met or loved. Where will I go after? The boss is only worried for your safety. What will happen to you? Here's what I think. You'll get a new name, you'll get a new face, you'll take on a new identity, and you'll live happy life in some other country far, far away. Nobody, not even us, will ever know where you've gone. Your father has the power to make that happen. Now, take my hand. We're getting on the elevator. I wasn't huddling because I was worried. My legs just fell asleep from sitting in the turtle for so long. Hey, do you think I'll like my father? That's not something any family worries about. Yeah, you're right. That was silly. I don't need to worry about that at all. We're almost there. This is the top floor. Trish. What? Trish? Did he? No. How could he? The boss. I didn't believe. He wanted to completely erase his whole identity. The reason he made us escort his daughter was so he can kill her with his own hands. Freaking hell! What? I mean, yeah, but what? I mean, Ollie and JoJo, but what? What? Yeah, you're right. You're right, having the full floor as well. Haha! That's ingenious. I mean, damn, okay. I don't even know anymore. I mean, I think the boss is gonna be an arsehole, but I mean, I'm shocked. I am appalled. Jesus Christ. This is some JoJo. This is some JoJo, as I would say in the business. What time is it? 5:14. Jesus Christ, making good time. When Bortolatti was 7 years old and his parents were in their 10th year of marriage, they divorced. Bruno Bortolatti's childhood. His father was not a social man, but he was an honest, diligent fisherman, and he did all he could to protect his family from the cruelties of the world. His mother was a very loving woman. Bortolatti loved taking with his mother, and loved taking with his mother? Loved talking with his mother. My eyes just went completely wrong there. And he always enjoyed the bedtime stories she would read to him. Bortolatti's mother said she was leaving town, and after some discussion, the two decided to let the 7-year-old Bortolatti make a single choice. Why did they divorce? Perhaps the two of them will ever know. Perhaps only the two of them will ever know. Bruno, your father and I love you very much, but we won't be living together anymore. Do you want to live with your father, or do you want to live with your mother? We want you to decide. Don't you want to leave this town and live with your mother in the city? Or would you rather live in this empty town with your father? You're smart. You're a smart boy. Don't you want to go to a good school? Don't you want to live with your mother? But Bortolatti's mother led the conversation and asked loaded questions, but his father didn't say a word. Bortolatti was a 7-year-old boy, and at that age, he longed for his mother's care. It was only natural for him to live with his mother. You'll come with me, won't you? I'm staying with Dad. Bruno, what did you say? Think about this very carefully. Don't you love your mother? I'm staying here with Dad. Bortolatti's mother was perplexed by the strength of his will. However, In the recesses of her mind, she accepted her son's answer. Bortolatti instinctively knew that his father was the true victim of the divorce. Although his mother may cry now, she will surely forget the past and move on with her new life after settling down in the city. Man. But as for his father, men like him would be chained down and ruined by their pasts. My father is the one I must stay with. Bortolatti's mother understood that this was the kind of boy Bruno Bortolatti was ever since the day he was born, and although she was proud of her son, she hoped that the kindness to overly sympathize with others' sorrows would not become a source of misfortune to him. Bortolatti's instincts spoke true. His mother left the town and married a man from Milan 2 years later. By the time Bortolatti was 12 years old, he and his mother met only on Christmas. And the wheels of fate did continue to revolve. Ooh! Oh, revolve, not resolve. Revolve. Sorry. I can't read anymore. my eyes are going funny. I don't know why sometimes that happens, but I'm kind of grown accustomed to it. One day, two visiting fishers came to Bortolatti's father. They asked him if they could ride his fishing boat to an islet off the coast of Naples. Originally, Bortolatti's father thought his son would grow up to be a fisherman, but when his wife left the town, he began to hope instead that Bortolatti would go to a nice school in the city. It was only for the tuition that he fished so diligently. That's how you say that word, diligently. He had even started allowing visiting fishermen to ride his boat on his off days. But these fishermen were unusual. Though they had come to fish, one of them had left his fishing rod behind when he had disembarked onto the islet. What an idiot. Regardless of his thoughts, Bortolatti's father was kind enough to go deliver the fishing rod to the man. But it would have been wiser for him to regard this man as suspicious rather than idiotic. These fishermen had not come here to fish. No. They come here to deal. Holy crap. Who would have goddamn knew? This is the problem with you little punks. It happens every time. He saw us. Why is he carrying a fishing rod, you stupid piece of shit? Drugs? Dad! Dad! Man, that happened so fast. Jeez. Luck. It was luck. If luck was the factor that saved his father's life, then Bortolatti's father was a very lucky man. Though 7 bullets pierced his body, and Coast Guard ship just happened to be passing by, they found the empty boat and Bortolatti's father with it. They were equipped to the administers first aid, and although Bortolatti's father remained unconscious, he survived the trip to the hospital. The police searched for the cause and the culprits of the crime, but for now, Bortolatti simply waited for his father to regain consciousness. But what is luck? For Bortolatti, in retrospect, it may have been luckier for his father if his father had died at the scene. Some say that luck is what you make of it. However, throughout the course of life, there are inescapable situations where one cannot decide for themselves the proper path to take. That's him. That's a damn fisherman. He's a tough bastard, I'll give him that. That motherfucker can't even stay dead. Make it quick. I'll keep watch, just kill him now. And this time, don't come back. Go to hell. Oh. Damn. Well, who's there? Easy there. A kid? What are you doing under the bed? He's just a kid. Just pin him down. Put that knife down. That ain't no toy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, yeah. He ain't the kind of dude that you mess with, apparently. Even at a young age, you don't mess with Bortolatti. I'll protect you, Dad. Don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. Just rest. Bruno Bortolatti committed murder at the age of 12. He had crossed the line no man was meant to pass. There was no turning back now. Those thugs accomplices would soon come to silence his father and take their revenge. Who could protect his family? Could the police guarantee their safety? The only force that could save him was the gang that secretly ruled the city. Thus, Bruno Bucciolati swore loyalty to the gang in exchange for the safety of his family. In a few years, he became a favorite of the Officer Pulpo. Back then, Bucciolati believed the gang to be the justice in the world, but ironically, at that time, the gang had been violating its own code to expand the drug trade domestically. Jeez. Bucciolati's father continued to suffer complications from the shooting, dying 5 years later, and Bucciolati discovered that the source of the avaricious white powder that ruined both their lives was none other than the boss of the gang, whom he had trusted. And now, the boss, you are the very definition of nauseating evil. You abuse the innocent and unknowing, all for your own personal benefit. You're using your own innocent daughter just to further your own greed. You must pay. You betrayed my heart once again. Jeez. There he is. I don't know how he's got there, but he's at the bottom of the belfry. I was only planning to uncover your identity, but there have been change of plans. I'm going to kill you instead right now. Oh, okay. Alright. Yes. Oh, man. Okay. Oh my god, that was freaking fantastic. Just knowing about Bucciolati's past was even better, because again, it tends to kind of, as I said beforehand, just give you context to characters which you'd otherwise have enough context already to go forward with, but it gives you enough to even get even a further knowledge. It's a good job, and every single one's past is so freaking interesting as well. Like, god damn it, I love it. And then, oh my god, White Album as well. White Album was freaking, oh my god, I love that arc, because again, he's a formidable stand, but he's one of the more dangerous ones in the whole entirety of JoJo, because he can put the temperature down to the very lowest of the low. Like, it's one of those things you just know at that point that you're screwed. But at the same time, you have to give the props to Giorno, because Giorno just kind of keeps his cool, though sometimes you did see him kind of go, frickin' hell, we're a bit screwed here, boys. But at the same time, he actually did manage to keep his cool, and for that reason, you just love him even more, because his resolve is freaking fantastic. Oh, did YouTube just... Oh, YouTube just came back. Good. Well, YouTube just died. But yeah, I mean, it's just... His resolve is so freaking fantastic. And I love the parallels between the angelicism? That's how you pronounce that word? And Giorno as well, because again, it's one of those things that I like how Rocky tends to show what is the idea of the afterlife, and what is this idea of angels and stuff like that. But he tends to actually kind of show it through his characters. And I quite like it, because in certain cases, what Giorno did to Mista back at that whole entire arc very much does evoke a sense of angelicism and almost very, very, very saintly status. Very, very, in also certain cases, very, like, kind of Jesus-like status of, like, healing him, like, kind of giving him back life. Kind of giving life to objects as well. It kind of almost there and then tells you this very, very... It's very, very, very angelic and very, very, very kind of heavenly. So I quite like it. I think it's actually very neat how Araki tends to kind of show religion through his manga. It's quite cool, because in certain cases religion can come off as kind of like a bit haphazard, like kind of presented, but Araki tends to do it quite well. Like, he tends to kind of show it in a very, very ingenious way, and it kind of adds so much more to the actual entire manga. So I actually quite like it. So yeah, I mean, all in all, what this arc did, it kind of just allowed for more context on every single character practically. Like, besides a certain few who didn't kind of get all of their screen time, but for the most part, everyone practically got a certain bit of characterization that kind of amplified our kind of connection towards them. So good job on that, because again, as you can see from part 3 to part 5, how much Araki's improved on how he actually contextualizes his characters, and how he actually kind of develops them as well. It's kind of really freaking neat when you think about it, because he does a fantastic job of doing it. So he really does he does do a bee's knees job of everything. So yeah, I mean, all in all, pretty freaking fantastic. So yes, with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this stream as a whole, and you do leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay that bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. But until next time, I shall see you guys later.